Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are going to get started in just about 5 minutes. Hi, everyone. Just a couple more minutes and we will get started. We have a big group today. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. We're excited to share this house with you. We would love your questions as we go. Please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen, and we will stop and take question breaks as we go through this house. Just a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Chris Montoya, welcome. Excited to have you. Okay. Welcome everyone. It's a big group and we're really excited to share this house with you. Just a reminder, as we go through, if you have questions, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen and we will take periodic question breaks and make sure we're getting all of your questions answered as we go. I think we're going to wait just one more minute before we get started. Okay, one final reminder, just use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen if any questions come up as we're going through this. We're very excited to share this beautiful house with you today. And without further ado, Chuck, it is all yours. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. So my name's Chuck. I am a home ownership counselor out of our Crestwell office here at Adair Homes. And, we wanted to showcase this house. This is one of my favorite floor plans. We built it a few times in the last year or two, so I'm really excited to kind of show you guys this plan. Today, we will talk about the plan in general. We'll talk about some of the specific things that we did with the house that we're going to show. And just some nuances to that, particular things, and we can kind of answer your questions about that. and give you kind of a good sense of what this looks like in general working with Adair Homes, so that you're confident in moving forward with us on your own home builds. So let's go ahead and get started by talking about this house. The Lincoln plan is the one that we're showcasing today. It's a 2541 square feet plan with a lot of different exterior options. So from an aesthetic standpoint, we'll kind of roll down here. All of the homes will have different elevations on the outside, so the insides will be all the same. It'll just be a different look on the outside of the home. So this home will have a traditions option that will be, lap siding on the bottom portion of the home with a batten board in the top portion of the home. We put the window trims around the front with some, windows in the front door and the garage door. So it's a relatively simple look for the home. But it's it's kind of a classic timeless look. The home today is under what we would call a signature elevation. So very similar to the Traditions elevation, we just do a couple different features. So one, on a signature elevation, your posts, your front porch posts get more built out. You'll notice on this plan that it's a straight post option right there. On the Traditions, you'll see that it's a belly band that is the separation point, where on a Signature Series home, we do what's called a dental rail. So just a little bit more architectural interest to that. And then the other difference, which you can't really see on the rendering, is on a Signature level, we wrap the entire home in those features. So all the windows and doors and peaks get the same kind of treatments as the front. Will be the primary difference between those two. Then we move on to a couple very different looks for this home that are available. One would be the Craftsman Elevation. A lot of changes happen on a Craftsman Elevation. So one, when you look in the peaks, that is actual cedar shake that goes up in the peak, so it's not a hardy product. It is cedar corbels. The front porch is cedar posts with a tongue and groove soffit on the underside, so a cedar tongue and groove soffit, which is a really nice feature. And then in addition, other things, so you get a really nice stain grade front door comes with the Craftsman Elevation. We upgrade the garage door to the Sonoma series, and then we add window grids into the home. So a lot of different features add into that.
Chuck, are you sharing photos of the Lincoln as you talk about it? There's a little confusion. We're all seeing just the home screen for Adair's floor plans.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's what you're intending. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see the farmhouse elevation right now? Oh, interesting.
Nope, we are looking at the Beverly and rhododendron.
Okay, let's share this one. How's that?
Ta-da! Success.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so we'll circle back. So you've got Traditions, which is probably your most classic look and things like that. So you'll have batten board in the peaks, like I was saying. So that's a belly band right there with straight posts. Then you circle over to the Signature level, and you get more built out on the posts. You get the dental rail right there. And then, like I said, the other thing you can't see is we wrap the home in those features. Here is the Craftsman Elevation. That'll have multiple different treatments of siding. So you'll have the batten board in the middle with the lap siding at the bottom. That's actual cedar shake, a stain grade front door, the window grids, and then the upgraded garage door as well. So a lot of different features that go into that. And then our newest, what we've been rolling out more and more, is the farmhouse elevations. So that'll be a batten board look top to bottom. It's a farmhouse front door that comes with it. We have these little, I call them eyebrows, over the windows, these little shed roofs over the windows, and then just some different features with the porch and the garage door and the window grids, kind of like the Craftsman Elevation. So a lot of different looks. The insides of these homes will be all the same. So that part will work with customers individually. This plan specifically, if we kind of talk about this plan, is, so I kind of consider it to really kind of spoil the homeowner to a certain degree. So it is, I believe, the most generous master suite that we offer in any of our homes. So it's a 17 by 7 master suite, and it has an option to add an additional 6 feet to it. So a very large master space, very large ensuite master bathroom with just really an enormous closet. So a very generous master suite option. It's a great open concept in the middle of the home. The island, these things just don't look as good on paper as they do in real life. It's a 10-foot by 4-foot island. It's a really large island. It's a centerpiece that looks fantastic in the home, with the sink that kind of opens up into the great room space. So it's a really truly open concept kind of a plan. You'll have a dining room or a den option that you can do at the front of the home. So if you want a formal dining space, we leave it as a dining room, or if you want more of an office space, we do it as the den. And then again, even though it's such a generous, home for the master suite, it's also nice for the other bedrooms because each bedroom has its own walk-in closet with a Jack and Jill bathroom that's shared. So it's really nice for even, the rest of the family or the kids and things like that. So it's a great layout and floor plan. It's 2-story only in the sense that above the garage, you can see the staircase right here. You have a bonus room up in this space above the garage. So that is kind of your standard Lincoln plan as it sits right there. When we go through the video, I'll kind of point out sort of standard features and upgrades, and please feel free to ask questions as we go throughout on that. Part of the process, and some of you are in various stages with working with us. Part of the process is we would have a design and feasibility meeting with you. So that's the entertaining part. That's where we're going to pick cabinets and floors and the details and the features of the home. We'll have a standard price with really nice features in the home, but of course we'll have a bunch of upgrade options for wood floors and granite counters and upgraded trim packages and the whole 9 yards. So the other thing that we're going to do is have a red line meeting where we can look at a floor plan, and if there's something specifically that you want to do to make this floor plan more suitable to your life and the way you want the home, then we will work on that. We will get a concept out, we'll draw it up on red line paper, and we'll submit it to a purchaser and a drafter, and they will look at those changes that we want to make, and within a week or so we will come back with some pricing. So they'll say, yep, that's a change, we can make that change, it makes sense structurally to the home, and the cost to make that change will be this many dollars. So I pointed out because I'm going to switch over to the specific home plan that we're looking at today. A couple things of note is, we built this on a pretty heavily sloped lot, you'll see. So you'll see on the front elevation here that the front door is going to be multiple feet off the ground because it was an uphill sloping lot where we were able to excavate away some, but not enough. So on the side elevation, you'll see right here, we've got some steps in the foundation, which leaves the front door off of the ground, just the way the topography worked on this particular home. This home was done as a couple of the changes I'll kind of point out. It was done as a signature elevation, which if you remember would usually give you batten board up in these peaks, but we did an option to replace it with hardy shake instead of the batten board. So that'll be a cement siding shake that we put up in the peaks right there. And then later you'll see that we also added stone to the front of this home. This particular neighborhood had some CC&Rs that required stone fronting on the home, so we modified it and added some stonework to the outside of the home. On the inside of the home, the kind of changes that they made for themselves and their lifestyle was a couple things. One, you'll see up here in the bonus room, we added a closet. So this is going to be a large bedroom. This is kind of a dual multi-generational plan that we kind of put together for these folks. So this was to convert it to a bedroom by adding a closet upstairs for one of the family members. And then you'll see at the bottom, the garage, we kind of modified the bedroom 3 space and the back side of the garage to add a storage area, an enclosed storage area downstairs. So they had a specific plan that they wanted. They needed a storage area built into there. So we built them a storage area on the plan. And then the other kind of primary change that we made was this would normally be a tub shower combo that kind of goes into the garage. I'll circle back to the Lincoln floor plan here. So you'll see this is where the tub shower would generally go. The homeowner really loves her baths. That's all she does. And so instead we removed that space and then built in a tiled deck mounted tub, soaking tub over here in this space right here above a window. So that's the kind of small changes that we made to this plan to make it, to make it fit with their needs and their wants and things like that. This home that I'm going to show you is a well upgraded home. So you'll see, typically we've got carpet in the great room, carpet in the bedrooms. We actually upgraded the primary living space to wood floors throughout the home. We've got granite counters throughout the entire home, the deck tiled tub. I'll point these things out as we go through it, but this is what I would call to be a well upgraded home. The other thing of note that I just kind of wanted to touch on in general with everybody is this home was done as a turnkey package. So if you aren't aware, we've got options that are sweat equity based, and homeowners are deeply involved in the process and doing cleanup work and debris removal. This particular homeowner lived out of state, and this is a rural property that we're building on right here. And she did not really have the opportunity to be, deeply involved like a lot of customers are with the build. So she opted for a turnkey route. So we priced out the excavation work for her. We did all the cleanup work, the debris removal. She also opted to have us paint the home. So this was a very hands-off home for the homeowner, minimally involved out of state. She worked with the jurisdiction through the permitting process. She worked with her own HOA in the neighborhood to get the approvals for the plans. And she worked with the power company to get the power set up to the property. And there were some other small pieces that she kind of worked on her own. But fundamentally, we pretty much did this entire build on our own. So I'm going to go ahead and stop
Hey,
sharing the
Chuck.
screen. Yes.
Amberly noticed it looked like they converted the half bath to a full bath. Is that correct?
Let's take a look here. Yep. Actually, we did. So that was one of the changes as well. So on this bedroom, we wanted a full bathroom available to this because we basically converted the bonus area upstairs to a bedroom, and we wanted a full bathroom available on that side, on this side of the house that wasn't with the Jack and Jill side. So yes, so we converted the half bath to a full bath. Let's take a look here. We'll have to jog my memory on how we robbed that space a little bit to make that work. So, we must have just taken it out of the utility room. So let's go back to the plan. Yep, so we just took that space out of the utility room and deepened this to give us the space to add a tub shower right there. And then it still left a 5 foot utility space right there. So yep, so good catch. That's we definitely modified the plan that way. And let's share the house. Okay, so I'll do a lot of pausing through this. Like I said, I'm unfamiliar with where people are at in the process. So I'll just try to highlight standard features and things like that on the home. So like we were saying, this home was done at a signature series. The exterior is not currently painted, so this is just a primered hardy look. We'll paint at the very end of the build, which is typically just a weather-driven kind of option, as far as when to paint. You will see, like we had discussed, that there was a lot of site work that had to go on this property. So we've got a very talented excavator that worked on this property. You can see it's got a steep hill on the backside of the property. We've moved a lot of dirt. We put up a rock retaining wall at the front of the property. So a lot of work to make this home suitable. And still, there's still slope on the home and things like that. But it's quite a hillside. And at some point we'll turn around here and you'll see kind of the view of why they wanted this property so badly. The changes to the outside, like I was mentioning, so you'll see here in the peaks, instead of doing a batten board, they opted for a hardy shake treatment instead. And then we added stonework on the front of the home. That's an option on any home. We can add stonework, so just talk to your home ownership counselor. And then you've got the garage at the primary level up here, but you can see kind of where the posts are going to be for the front deck that's going in right there. So to make it agreeable with the floor plan. So we'll go ahead and hit play here and start moving to the home. So the home is not done at this point. We're kind of in the finish stages of it. But it was our best opportunity to get some video of the home, so we took it. So it'll be, there will be some unfinished pieces, but I'll kind of point that out as we go. Okay, so right here in the den, the homeowner selected with the den option. and she didn't want just a standard 6-panel door in there. So we actually replaced the two just normal interior doors with full light glass doors for a more open den look that we're going through here. The trim on the home is our standard trim. So that's a colonial trim that you're seeing right there. You'll see that throughout the home as I kind of go through it. We've got a lot of different trim packages, but here we've got kind of the standard trim package. This is just a very standard front door for the Signature Series with the 4 lights in the top right there, and then the 2 side light windows on either side of the front door. And then this is where you'll start to see the wood floor. So we've got an upgraded carpet selection from our standard, and then this is where we'll transition into wood floor for the main body of the home, the kitchen, great room, hallways. Shaw is who we're using for the hardwood, by the way. It's an engineered hardwood. So it's a fantastic product that we do. So as you can see here, we're still kind of finishing up on a lot of features of the home, but I'll pause here to just kind of highlight a couple things. This house is phenomenal for rear views and things like that out the back. It's got very large windows going out the back of the home. Here in the nook area, it has a very large window. So really the whole back of the home has, it's just really, it will access any view that you want. We did, and this is a standard 8-foot ceiling height on this home. So if you were to opt for a 9-foot ceiling height, obviously the ceiling would go up a foot, and then all of these windows would also go up a foot in height as well. So it'd be very large picture windows on a 9-foot plate height selection for this home. The homeowner did, oh, you can see the island now. So this is a 10-foot long island. It's so large that we put some cabinets at the very end to support the weight of this enormous slab of granite that we've got on top right there. But it's a large seating area in between. So that's a 10-foot long by 4-foot wide island. On this plan, we did painted cabinets. That's what we call anonymous gray shaker style painted cabinets. Our standard cabinets are a beach stain. So a lot of different cabinet options in the homes that you can choose from. And we also did the Gourmet Kitchen option. So that is where we've got 2 full-size wall ovens, a stainless steel hood in place of a microwave, and a 5-burner cooktop. So we've got a 5-burner gas cooktop right here. You can see one oven right underneath there, a second oven right here, with the microwave becoming a built-in over on this side. And we'll probably get a better look when I hit play. The recessed lights come on the plan in the kitchen, but we added recessed lights into the great room space right here. Okay, so we'll keep playing and see if there's anything I kind of want to highlight throughout the process. Okay, yeah, so here's the other side of the kitchen. So we'll pause right there. So this is the built-in for the microwave and the second oven right there. The sink goes in the island. In this particular case, we did a double bowl undermount stainless steel sink. There'll be a lot of different sink options that you can work with your home ownership counselor. We did nickel plumbing throughout the home for faucets and towel bars and those kinds of features. And you'll see here that we added a gas fireplace. So this is our standard gas fireplace. Typically we would do a tiled surround right there, so you can see the tile selection. And normally it's a drywall mantle and things like that. It's a pretty simple mantle, but they wanted a more substantial mantle. So we've got mantle options in the branch, and so we selected one of our mantle options and we added the mantle to the top right there.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes.
Jeff is wondering if you are able to add additional cabinetry.
Anywhere. You got anything in mind?
Not just yet.
Not just yet. Okay, that's yeah, we can add cabinets. Yeah, absolutely. We can add cabinets all over the place. We've got, like in utility rooms, we'll have really extensive cabinet options. And since you asked, on this particular home, we had an option where we added pull-out drawers. So we work with a custom cabinet maker. The cabinets are made for every home individually. So on this home, we've got plywood pull-out drawers in the cabinet bases. So behind the doors, the homeowner added pull-out drawers. You'll also get really great options for a lot of times on either side of the range. You can add pull-out spice racks and pull-out utensil drawers that are really, really pretty cabinet-based pull-out drawers. A very popular option is that an 18-inch wide recycling and trash drawer, a pull-out drawer for recycling and trash. So yeah, definitely ask your home ownership counselor the kinds of cabinet options that you'd want. There's a lot of available custom options with the cabinet company that are honestly really, I mean, you know, of course there's a price associated with it, but I really find that it's an agreeable price for everything.
We have a handful of questions on this screen if you want to hold here for a minute.
Sure.
So Jeff was just thinking cabinets, extending the cabinets into that breakfast nook area. So it sounds like that's not a problem.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, so Jennifer is wondering if you can do a wood burning fireplace instead of the gas fireplace.
You can actually. So about, I don't know, it was probably about a year ago, I did, so go to Adair Homes on YouTube, find us on YouTube. I actually did a virtual open house about a year ago for the Lincoln plan for some different customers, which I would tell you to go look at it because it's fantastic. We did a really cool timber frame porch. Anyways, on that home, there is a wood burning fireplace. Trying to remember the model of fireplace that we did with that one. I want to say it was a quadrifire fireplace. And on that particular one, we did, instead of doing a tile surround, we did a stone surround. I call it like the Starbucks stone, like a stacked slate style stone. And really fantastic mantle. On wood burning fireplaces, they burn really hot. And so you can't do wood mantles like this one above there. So we did a concrete mantle that is made to look kind of like a railroad tie kind of look. It's like a really weathered wood look on it. That's a concrete mantle, and that'll pass you for code these days. So I'd encourage you to go find my open house on the other Lincoln plan that I did, and you can see one kind of live and up front on that one.
Perfect. That is exactly what Jennifer was looking for. Amberly is saying, is there a way to expand the family room to make it larger?
Sure, absolutely. So let's take a look. I'm going to stop share on this one, and we're going to reopen a share on the floor plan right here. So if you wanted to do that in the great room space, so structurally speaking, the way you would do something like that is, can you guys see my cursor? Katie, can you see my cursor? Okay, so let's say we just draw a line from right here at this window all the way down to the front where the entry is. So you could take that space and widen it as much as you wanted to be honest with you. So yeah, if you were looking for a wider space right there, we would just add square footage. We would just break that out, add 4 feet to the width of that. It has to extend throughout the entire home. So you'd either have a much larger entry, maybe a double door entry or something along those lines, much more of like a foyer, or you would add space to the den right there. But one of those two spaces would work in conjunction with enlarging the great room. You'd enlarge that entire line through the home to make that work properly.
Perfect. I see Jennifer works fast. She already found the Hardens YouTube, looked at their fireplace and said it's beautiful. And I noticed Chris Montoya chimed in and said that the Hardens fireplace was a Pioneer 3.
Pioneer 3, perfect. Yep, that's a wood burning fireplace. And it's really nice too. It's got a lot of nice options. It's got its own thermostat. So there's some really nice fireplace options available to us.
Okay, we have a question from Lori. She says she's not seeing any corbels on the back side of the island. Does that size not call for them, or do we use a support bracing that she can't see?
Well, so support bracing. So let's zoom in on this plan a little bit right here. So this is actually a structural wall right here. This is basically a wall that's been added that's not visible to you. They'll put finished panels on the backside right there. And then these cabinets right here are supporting the outside ends of it.
Perfect.
Okay. I have
Okay.
to figure out how to zoom out.
I do have one more question for you on this space.
Sure.
Gary is wondering if you can add a sliding glass door off the great room, or doors plural.
Absolutely. So you've got a couple large windows right here. So you could do a couple things. So one, you could just replace this window right here with a sliding glass door that would be off the nook. So kind of like a dining space, kind of like a dining door that would be an exterior door. This is just the door that is there. It's just a 6-panel door right there. But yes, you could replace this window or either one of these windows with a sliding glass door. And not just a sliding glass door necessarily. You could do it as a French door. There's French door options. There's atrium door options, which is a single panel fixed. And then we also have, you know, because I'd be sad to lose 10 feet of windows right there. So we also have a premium vinyl 4-panel sliding door. So it's 4 individual panels with the middle 2 that open to the out to give you like a really large slider that goes out. So yeah, there's a lot of different options that we could do on the back side of the house right there.
Perfect. Looks like the Q&A chat is empty now for a little while.
Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, so we'll just hit play right here, see if there's anything that I want to point out. This is the door to the outside as it stands right there. Okay, the counters are fantastic, so I just got to pause on there. So this is this 10 by 4. So one of the reasons why this is pretty much the largest size that you'll see on an island is that's about the largest you can do a single slab of granite. So that's a single slab of granite right there with the sink cut out on what we call a whisper white countertop. This homeowner wanted to do something a little different than what most want to do. This is a 6-inch backsplash of the granite, then with a full height tile above that, a full height subway tile. So for backsplashes, you know, we can kind of do whatever you want as far as that goes. Most people would just do a subway tile all the way to the top, but if you've got a particular taste that you want to do, then we are agreeable to help you get there. Let's see here. So there's really not much to point out here. So you'll see this is the walk-in closet for the bedroom with a standard size window. There's options on window trims. So the windows at standard come just drywall wrapped around all 4 sides. Your options would be to add just window sills, which is what this homeowner did. So just added sills with an apron piece down below on the wall, or we can fully case all the windows. And when you fully case all the windows, it'll also fully case all of your closet doors and the rest of the doors in the home as well. We're going to end up going in there, so I'll just let this play for a minute. For flooring in the bathrooms, even though that looks like wood, what that is a Shaw luxury vinyl floor. That style is called barrel oak. It's a really nice 9-inch wide vinyl plank flooring that we did in the wet areas. So we won't do wood in bathrooms and things like that. So if you like a wood look, there's a lot of luxury vinyl options that have a wood aesthetic that you can put in a bathroom. This is the second bathroom, the Jack and Jill bathroom. So bathroom 2 will always come with 1 sink, and you have to add the second sink if you would like 2 sinks in there. So I saw the question pop up, so there you go. So yes, you can absolutely, there will always be an option for a second sink in the bathroom 2. They just didn't need it, so they used their money elsewhere. So we really shrunk down the laundry room. This is actually usually a pretty large laundry space, but after adding that 3rd bath, it's really just a space for a washer and dryer hookup. And then we're just adding a shelf up above. They weren't really particular about wanting cabinetry in the utility room. So we just we'll just put a shelf up for them. This right here, half bathrooms, this is kind of just a little FYI, half bathrooms come with pedestal sinks, not with base cabinet sinks. So if you do want cabinetry in your bathroom, your home ownership counselor can work with you on replacing the pedestal sink with the base cabinet sink instead if you want that extra storage in the half bathroom. The bonus room. So we're heading upstairs to the bonus room. So kind of anybody that's had an upstairs bonus room will be used to this kind of look. So it's a shorter wall right there that then angles up to the top on the outside. Normally this is just an open space, but you'll see over here on the left-hand side that we added a closet into this room because this will be a bedroom. This will be a multi-generational bedroom for the family. Standard lights in bedrooms are just going to be ceiling mount lights right there. We've got options for bronze and brushed nickel pieces and things like that. Or if you're not a fan of ceiling lights, actually, Jennifer, if you end up watching that Harden house, you'll see that they replaced all lights in the house with recessed lights. So you can replace standard lights with recessed lights if you prefer. Or if you like ceiling fans, we can just do the wire and prep work for ceiling fans as well. This is a closet. I just have to stop. This is the master closet. It is the size of, well, honestly, it's larger than the size of a room. So really generous master closet. You know, our standard closet hardware is a shelf and a pole. There's options to do double shelf and poles and things like that. Or if you've got something much more extensive in mind, there's a lot of closet organizing systems. We can just remove the standard shelf and pole, and you can work directly to put in some extensive closet organizer system if you want, because there is a lot of space in this walk-in closet. We actually have an island option for this closet. Okay, so this is a deck-mounted tile tub. So for if you're looking at different houses and things like that, there will be two styles of soaking tubs, or three, I guess. So you'll have just a soaking tub with a fiberglass front. That's a little bit smaller in size than this one, but it fits nicely in a lot of dual bathrooms that will have a shower and a tub. And then this is a deck-mounted tile tub. So you get a larger tub space out of it. And then it's got a tile front, tile surround, tile backsplash around the whole thing. And you can also do this in a jetted tub option if you prefer a jetted tub over a soaking tub. Now in the master bathroom, we have dual sinks come included in all of the plans in the master bathroom. So your master bathroom will have two sinks included. It's on a per plan basis. There's a couple master bathrooms that are really small, but on a plan where the space allows, we put two sinks in there.
Hey Chuck, quick question.
Yes.
Can a customer do a freestanding or a clawfoot tub instead?
We do. So we've been working, and I'd have to, you'd want to dig in with your home ownership counselor. We have worked out a freestanding tub option that we're going to do as kind of a standard. That we can replace a soaker tub with a freestanding tub. It's a particular style that we do. And then on single level plans on the main level, if none of them are kind of what you're looking for, it is an option to do, we can on a single level plan just put the plumbing in the floor. And then when the home is done, you could have your own, you know, if the ones we have available aren't to your liking, you could have one, work that out kind of after the fact. But we do have freestanding tub options to answer quickly.
Perfect. And what about mirror options for the bathroom? Amberly's curious. Are there options for the mirror?
We include the mirrors. They're just not, you know, it's just one of the last things that go up in the bathrooms, just from a protecting them standpoint. So, yeah, normally we would just put a mirror, nothing special, no trim around it. It's just a big piece of glass behind there. Short of that, you could probably do, if you had something in mind, just work with your home ownership counselor and we could see what's available. But generally speaking, mirrors are included in all the bathrooms. They're just not up yet. Well, and I'll pause there because, you know, some homeowners have specific plans. And so I've done a number of homes where we've done a custom option where people did not want just this single vanity light in the middle. Just because of the way it casts shadows on the side of your face and things like that. So a lot of homeowners will opt to replace one with two. So, maybe like a 3 light set over each sink with 2 separate individual mirrors. So you got that.
Okay, another question, not necessarily for this room, but are there other options as far as the interior doors? Lori is wondering.
Absolutely. So in the branch, we will have 4 interior door options. You'll have this, what we're showing here is a 6-panel. We have a 2-panel with a rounded top. We have a 2-panel square, and we have a 5-panel door, all in the branch. You could see them, standard options. And then if you have something in mind, we actually do have an interior door company that's got a lot of different other options too, some shaker styles and a lot of different options And then since you brought it up as well, you know, the interior doors are all hollow core doors. And so if there's certain doors that you'd want to convert to a solid core, we can, on a door by door basis, upgrade them to solid core doors as well. Did you have something in mind, Lori?
Not just yet. We'll give her a minute.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, so now you can kind of see the back side of the property here. We're up higher on the property and things like that. So, you know, a back view of the house, they did not opt for a patio cover because I just don't think they were, you know, it's not the back side of the property that was where they were going to be and things like that. And it's just a heavily sloped. So we didn't do a rear patio option, but we could definitely do rear patios off of the back of the home, and whatever size you're interested in, basically, we would work it out directly with you. But yeah, they were going for that view of, this is a rural property. They were going for this country view out the front. So it's a view that goes on for days.
Another question, back in the master bathroom, are there options? We talked a lot about the tub. Are there other options for the shower?
Sure. Yeah. So for the shower, she didn't want the shower. So normally it would come, if you do a master bath upgrade, it goes from a fiberglass tub shower to a fiberglass shower. And then from there, we can upgrade to tile showers. So a lot of different options for tile showers. And within those tiled showers, you know, we'll have a standard size that we recommend for it. But again, we do a lot of custom showers too. So, you know, within the branch, you'll have little options that are, you know, just add, you know, deco liners to a tile shower, add benches in the tile shower. And I'm working with a customer that's doing an expansive, you know, 9-foot long by 5-foot wide shower with shower heads on multiple sides. So if you've got a vision, I'm sure we can work with you on executing that vision.
Perfect.
Homes come with, at the base price of the house, not all builders include the heating and cooling system. So just so you know, all of our homes will come equipped with an electric furnace and a heat pump, or natural gas or propane furnaces with air conditioning units. So that is included in the base price of all of our models. And ta-da, there we go. I believe that is the end of the video. So I'll circle down here. I'm gonna pull something up for you real quick since we were talking about it.
Hey, Chuck, while you're looking for that, Lori is wondering if we can do steel or metal roofing.
Yes, we can, but that is branch dependent. So you would want to talk to your local branch about that option. So not all branches have contractors that have that, but a lot of the branches do.
Perfect. Do you know what brand the standard heat pump is?
American Standard out of our branch.
Okay.
So out of the Crestwell branch, we use American Standard.
And are there options for customers?
American Standard options.
Perfect. Okay. Jeff is wondering, are there plans to do a virtual open house with the Olympus? I guess, Jeff, we'll have to get back to you on that. We'll check the schedule and check with our marketing team and see if we can get you some good information.
We're currently building an Olympus that is, I'm really excited about. It's going to be stunning. They had some really great selections in that house. And so I've already communicated with that homeowner. We're probably 3 months out from completion on that house, but I am dying to do it. And it's an Olympus that's down in Roseburg that we're building.
It sounds like that is a popular plan. We've got Gary who would also like to see it. Couple other questions for you. Kristen is wondering if you can do cathedral ceilings in the great room.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And then Mary, are you able to give us a price of this house built as it is shown?
Yeah, probably. Hold on just a sec. So, so this is the interior doors. So sorry, I went kind of quick. So there's a 2-panel round top that's available as a standard option or is available as an option to us. A 2-panel with a square top door. And then a 5-panel door. So other than our 6-panel doors, these are the standard option upgrade doors that we have available. And then I was going to go to, just to provide an image, I think we have it in here. This is that wood fireplace that we were talking about. So this is the Pioneer fireplace with a stone surround. I loved this house. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep going to the fireplace. Okay, so but advice to you when you do when you want to do a fireplace. So I think if I was working with these customers again and we had to re-option it, we'd do a couple things differently. So one, we did stone on the front. Hindsight being 2020, we really wish we would have had picked stone on the sides as well. So a stone front, stone sides around the chase. And then looking back, we would have, we kind of were wanting to raise the fireplace even more. So to do it 12 inches above the ground and to have this hearth extend end to end around the entire chase. So the better vision you have of it, the clearer vision we have of what we're looking for, the better we're able to do it. And then, yeah, that mantle is actually a concrete mantle, even though it looks like a barn beam there.
A couple of questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Gary is wondering, is there any outdoor concrete included?
On turnkey, there is outdoor concrete included. If you are a non-turnkey customer, there is not. So on turnkey, we do a 20-foot driveway in front of the garage. We will do the apron up to the front porch, and we'll do the front porch in concrete. And that will also include a back patio 10-foot by 10-foot slab. If the home has a patio cover option, say a 12 by 14 patio cover, for turnkey customers, that 12 by 14 patio cover would also include concrete for that entire patio cover space as well.
So Chuck, this is a good photo for our next picture, our next question, sorry. Lori is wondering what type of wood finish are on the cabinets that the Hardens chose?
That is what we call, that's a knotty alder. So that kind of an alder will have like burn marks in it and things like that. It's kind of that rustic alder. And this is a tobacco stain on that alder.
Beautiful. And Gary is wondering if you happen to have any photos of the pantry?
Let's see here. I don't think I do. Oh, that was the other reason why I pulled this up. So this is a tiled shower right here. So this is a tiled shower for this plan. They added a bench. Typically, they come with a built-in niche that's included. These little corner shelves are included in it. And then we've got a lot of tile options for the walls. You can see we did a pebble floor on this home for an option, but you'll have different tile floor options that are available for it. This is more of a finished closet right here with the shelf and pole included. And then I want to circle back and answer that question about the price of this build. So this build was not including the property and the permits. This bill was just under $400,000.
Perfect. So we might have to get back to Gary with the pantry photos. But in the meantime, Ryan is wondering if you have photos of the patio option.
We had to have taken a picture of this patio. So on this house, this is the patio that we did. We did a timber frame patio. There's a lot of patio options. There's a lot of patio options. So definitely talk to your homeownership counselor. This customer has a view of the Long Tom River, literally 30 feet off their back porch is the river. And they have private river access. So it was all about rear living on this house. So we did, I don't remember the exact specs on this one, but I want to say 12 feet deep by 34 feet wide timber frame patio with that's a tongue and groove cedar on the inside with a clawfoot design on the outside. So a real open timber frame look on it. Also, there's much, simpler design patio covers with, patio cover, soffits, enclosed soffits that'll have can lights built into it. So yeah, there's a lot of different patio cover options, but that's this one.
Beautiful. A first question from Monica. She is wondering if you can create a basement for this plan.
You can. Yes, you can. So you could do a daylight basement if you're working on a slope property, or you could work on doing a full basement. That would put you into what we call a semi-custom path. We price those homes out individually just for accuracy, because there's just too many variables to be accurate guessing on that. And so the homeownership council, we would do a site visit at the property. We would engage you with our drafting and our purchasing team. You'd get a specific design meeting where you could modify the plan. If you didn't like the way it was as a standard, you could kind of modify the plan and tweak it. And then they would price out that basement specifically for you, either finished or unfinished.
Okay. Can you, on that patio or porch covers, can you add ceiling fans or lighting?
On this particular one, this timber frame one, you can't because of that cedar soffit, but you can do, there is an option to kind of create a gap right there where you can put in recessed lights into it, or do a different soffit style to put recessed lights into it. And yes, and we can add, we don't have ceiling fans as an option, but what we do is we add the wiring for it. So we put a mounting box up there, wire it and switch it for you, and then you would go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Jerry's or wherever and buy whatever ceiling fan you wanted.
Perfect. And is excavation not included in the base price if the customer has a flat lot?
Currently, it is not included. So we break off. So if you haven't gotten with a homeownership counselor, definitely do and have an appointment and kind of understand how we put projects together, how we build them, how we kind of can do turnkey and modified turnkeys and things like that. We've got excavators we work closely with. So if you don't know people or you're concerned about it, we can put you in contact with someone that's qualified that we work with all the time that'll do the excavation work. Or you can go turnkey and we'll kind of pick up that piece for you. But when you look at the base price of a house, it is the structure only. Your site development costs, things that aren't related to the home, is going to be your permits. So that's jurisdictionally based. So, it'll just kind of depend. But you'll have building permits. If you're looking at a city lot, you're going to have your water meter and your sewer hookup fee and your just your infrastructure charges from the city, your school taxes. On a county property, it's really kind of building permit, septic permit, electrical permit. So you'll have a range of permit fees, and then you'll have excavation. So that is cutting for the pad, graveling it for the home, trenching to hook up to the power, water, and sewer. And then if it's on a country lot, of course, maybe installing a well and trenching and hooking up to the well, installing a septic system and trenching to hook up to a septic system. So very property dependent as far as that goes. And we have some things in the work with excavation and painting. So just hold on, and someday in the near future we'll talk in more detail about that. But for now, we'll hold that conversation for later.
Very elusive. We have a question from the chat room. Can you add floor to ceiling windows in the great room?
There's a limit to it. Just from a structural standpoint. I want to say it can't be any higher than 1 foot off of I'd have to get with a drafter, so don't quote me on this exactly, but I believe it can not be any closer than 1 foot off the top of the ceiling. So I think there's going to be a foot gap there from the top of the ceiling to the header for the structural space. And then, yeah, it can probably go just about to the ground level if you want.
Perfect. We are all caught up on our Q&A and our chat room. Does anyone have any additional questions for Chuck? Nothing right now. Chuck, you're very thorough.
Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for your time today. As a follow-up, please reach out to your specific homeownership counselor to work on more details and things like that. We didn't even touch on financing questions. So if you've got questions in those regards and things like that, we can always touch on that with your homeownership counselor as well.
Okay, we have a last minute entry from Gary. He is wondering if there is wood flooring in the storage area upstairs, or maybe if there can be wood flooring in the storage area.
Do you mean the bonus room above the garage?
Yes.
Yes, you could do wood flooring in the bonus room above the garage. And we can also, it's a custom option, but we can also custom option wood stairs if you wanted wood stairs as opposed to carpeted stairs.
Perfect. Perfect. Any other last minute questions? Gary is wondering what is standard in that storage or bonus room area.
Carpet and lights, carpet and 2 ceiling lights.
Okay. Okay. All right, Chuck, I think that is all I have for you.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, reach out to your local homeownership counselor and get started on your plan. All right, I'm going to stop sharing right there. Okay. Again, thank you everybody for your time today. We really appreciate you joining us. Katie and I will be, for those of you that were interested in the Olympus, you should rejoin Katie and I on Friday. We're going to be doing the Cashmere plan, which is a lot like the Olympus. It's just a larger version of the Olympus. So for anybody that's interested in that, I would say feel free to join us for that plan as well.
Thanks, Chuck.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.